the biggest mistake most people are doing when it comes to their webinar, and that is Webinar Pro tip alert. If your audience is zoning out, then you need to know these 3 hacks. Hi, my name is Janine from the Spotlight Academy. I love to help you to transform your next presentation into a sales machine. Ready? Let's go. Before I share my best 3 hacks with you, I want to talk to you about the biggest mistake most people are doing when it comes to their webinar, and that is writing a script and putting that script onto the slides. Your slides are not here to repeat what you talk. Your slides have a job to do, and that is to translate what you talk into something visual. That is something different. What you like to do with your slides is to emphasize visually what you talk, to emphasize your speech. But what you really do is actually doubling your speech. So you're providing 2 access to the same information. And that is not helping you at all. So the thing is that people cannot listen and read at the same time. It's not possible because the brain is blocking out either the one or the other. So when you really, try it out for yourself. When you start reading a text, you cannot listen to someone talking about something else. You cannot. So your brain is blocking that part out so that you can focus on the text and proceed it into information. And the other way around. So when you're listening to someone, you see the text, but you cannot really read it because you're listening. Instead of doubling the same information, you want to use your slide to emphasize and actually to translate your text into something that is easy consumable and easy to remember. And this leads me to hack number 1. Treat your slide like a meme. Think about why are memes so successful? Because they express in a simple image a whole meaning, a whole story. So this is what you need to do. Instead of writing down the whole text in a sentence, you take the sentence and think about what is the meaning behind it. What do you want your audience to understand? And turn that into a visual, turn that into an image, not the word by word translation. So do not just exchange a word and with an image, it's the same information. But try to find an image that shows the outcome, that shows the meaning of the sentence. So people listen to the sentence and see the outcome the same time. So let me show you one example. Let's take one sentence and turn it into a visual. So let's take the sentence. Let me read it out loud here. 80% of prospects say no 4 times before they say yes. Now you could do this. And this is what I mean by just doubling the same information. I'm telling you the sentence, here you can read the sentence. Now you could say, okay, let's visualize that and turn some of the words into an image. Let's say 80% of all your prospects could look like that, okay? But the thing is, you are still doubling the same information. So you are not adding another information to the same text. You're just exchanging a word into an image. But visualizing is really translating it into something memorable, into something that people can take away and remember. They remember the whole image. They don't remember your text, but they remember the image. So what we are going to read out of that is the meaning of the text. So do not translate the whole text into an image, but take the meaning. What is the meaning behind that text? And the meaning is, don't give up. That's the meaning behind the text. Do not give up. So this is an image that I found in the internet. When you just search for images, don't give up. And now we want to connect it with your text. And this is what I have done with it. So now you see the 4 times in the whole that you need to kind of receive before you can turn a fifth time into a yes. And people remember that image. They can take it with them. They have it in their head together with your text and together with that very, very powerful sentence that is behind the sentence, or the meaning that is behind the sentence, and that is don't give up. Hack number 2, ditch generic professional looking stock photos to emphasize that you are a professional business. That impression is going into nowhere because people are not taking it with them. You want to build a connection and you want to gain trust. So what you need to do is to exchange these kind of images and give them a look behind the scenes. It doesn't have to look perfect, but it has to look personal. I want to see you in a presentation. I want to see how you work. Let me in. Invite me into your world. Say hello, step inside. That is much more powerful than anything you think is professional looking. Hack number 3, no bullet points. That is taking your script and putting it onto your slides. And that is what you said in the beginning. That is not helpful at all. That is providing zero additional information. So instead of turning your script into bullet points, turn it into a visual story. Tell the story behind the bullet points. Here's an example how you turn cold leads into paying clients. So here come the bullet points. When I say first, you need to collect leads by offering or promoting a freebie. So they sign up. Once they sign up and they're part of your email list, you can nurture them. You make them happy by providing valuable content. And once you warm them up, you can provide an irresistible offer. And now you can turn a once cold lead into a paying client. These are the bullet points. Let's have a look at how it would look like if you would tell a visual story. Here's the same story, but instead of using the bullet points, I'm showing you the visuals and turn it into a connected story. So we start with the cold leads. You want to collect leads by offering them a freebie. What I can do now is talk about the freebie, talk about what it is. You can give some examples, what works, what doesn't work so well, and now you can take them to the next place, and that is nurturing them. Once they're on your email list, you start providing valuable content. So you make them happy, you nurture them. Once they're warmed up, you can take them to the next point and say, now they are ready for your irresistible offer. And now you can talk about what is an irresistible offer. How is the connection between you and your signups, your subscribers of your email list? How can you nurture them? How can you create an irresistible offer? And from there, how can you now close the sale? And the thing is, people are going with you. First of all, you're not losing them because they want to know the end of the story. They are glued to the screen. They have to watch it to understand the whole story. They cannot just leave, because when people leave, they stand up and do something else and put you on the headphones or so. Then they also take away their attention. You want the whole attention in front of the screen. So deliver something, provide them something they can watch. You have a screen here, use it. So here you take them from point to point. People want to know what is the end of the story. It's like a movie. And in this case, you keep them watching, you keep them engaged. You can bring in some questions, a Q&A in between. Keep them engaged, keep connected with your audience, and put your content onto the screen. But here you have the talking part, and here you have the visual part. And people will combine it and remember. Let's sum it up. First, avoid the biggest mistake, and that is writing down your script and putting it onto slides. Now comes hack number 1, and that is treat your slide like a meme. So instead of switching your word into images that are actually providing the same information, think about what is the outcome, what is the meaning behind your text. Find images for that and put it on your slide. Hack number 2. Ditch generic professional looking images from the internet and exchange them with your own images. Make it personal. Hack number 3, skip the bullet points and tell a visual story. Bring the whole story into visuals onto the screen so people can follow you. If you do this, I promise you that people keep watching you. They are not leaving your webinar because they want to know the end of the story. It's compelling, it's interesting, it's nice to watch. Deliver them. Use your screen, you have it, and deliver that something they can remember. I promise you, they are not leaving, they stay to the end, and it's easier to turn them into paying clients. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and if you have already implemented it in one of your webinars, please share your experience, and if that was valuable for you and helped you to boost your sales, share it in the comments. Of course, stick around for more hacks. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Ready to stand out from the crowd by mastering your virtual presentations? All you need to do is click the link down below and join my new masterclass. It's called Get Noticed in a Weekend, and we will cover all these topics about how you build a personal brand, how you stand out, how you visualize what makes you unique, how you use your visuals to stand out, how you create visual stories, and how you master your presentations. So I would love to see you there and implement all those topics, because it's an interactive, action-taking masterclass. You don't want to miss it. So join now. Now spotlight on your business and take action.